What's good, YouTube? Dmgaming here, guys, and yes, finally getting to start this movie series for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Guys, this is going to be an 11-part series, and if the support is good enough, I'm going to do a special part 12 with Dragon Ball Super Broly. Today, we kick off with the Dead Zone, and then we'll go from there to the World's Strongest. We'll go to Tree of Might, Lord Slug, Cooler's Revenge, Metal Cooler, Android 13, Broly, gosh, I freaking love that thumbnail, dude. Bojack, Fusion Reborn, Wrath of the Dragon. Now, I know some people have been asking about Trunks and Bardock, guys. We will get there. I've done, I think I already did a video on those two. But like I said, if the support is good enough for this, I'll continue doing series like this, guys. But I got to have your support. So if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button. Make sure that bell icon is turned on, guys, and leave a like on the video, because if it doesn't get good support, why continue to do it? You get what I'm saying? But today I want to talk about the Dead Zone, guys. But before I get into that, please go over and join the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot subreddit. Link is going to be in the description box down below. They also have a Discord, and as you can see here, they're growing, and they're growing fast. Over 21,000 members, guys. So go and join it. Super awesome subreddit, super awesome guys in here. Tons of loads of great conversation as well. So go and follow them. Now, everything in this series that I'm starting is going to be predicated upon two things. Either number one, Dragon Ball Z Bandai in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, they could just come out and say, we're going to do a movie characters DLC, which the catalyst would be possibly the time machine. You'll have to go into the time machine to go access that mission. And to me, that seems kind of like a jinky way of doing things, because you're kind of back traveling, and it's like, you know, it kind of just doesn't sit well. The best option to me to incorporate movie characters is these two individuals right here, Toa and Mira. That's bae. She is bae. Good God. Yes, almighty. But anyway, Toa and Mira to me is the perfect catalyst to bring in movie characters for this DLC and movie characters. So I'm going to be using things from their perspective. Well, I'll also kind of touch on the time machine some, but everything, the majority of stuff that I'm going to be talking about in this series is going to be predicated upon these two. The reason why is because they're already incorporated in the game, and it's very simple with that to build upon the story and have them go to different timelines and potentially bring back some of these movie villains as villainous enemies or something to that effect. Now, if they mess with them, you guys, you know they're going to be villainous enemies. That's the only way to get them to work for them. Now, the reason I say Toa and Mira, as opposed to us hopping in the time machine or something like that, is because with Toa and Mira, they're at the end of the game. So the characters that we have are a lot stronger. Now, I do like the other way of doing things with Bandai just simply coming out with a movie villains DLC to where it takes us back into time, not necessarily back into time, but say we're doing Garlic Jr. and the Dead Zone for that particular boss battle episode or whatever. It just takes us backwards in time, and we get to play as Krillin them, have those support characters become playable in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and we get to fight against Garlic Jr. in the Dead Zone. Now, I'm just gonna roll some footage from Budokai. This is from DBZanto's channel, and I've been subscribed to him for a while, so shout out to him. If you hadn't subbed to him, go and sub to him. But this is why I feel that it is important for us to really sit down and consider how we want to do this, or how we want it done. Because if you use Toa and Mira to bring back these villainous enemies, once you get to guys like Bojack, and we'll cover that in a later series, of course, you had Super Saiyan 2 Kid Gohan fighting Bojack. So you see how that time machine could very well play a factor? Well, guess what, guys? I have an answer for that. Toa and Mira comes back, and you have to follow them through time. And when you go through time, say you go with Gohan or whatever, it takes you back to that timeline. Because currently Krillin has hair, guys, and Yamcha doesn't even look the same either. So going back in that time machine is going to put you back to how they were back then. And this way, guys, you incorporate not only the time machine, but you also have that incorporation of Toa and Mira in there as well. I really like that idea, and I think that that is the best way so you don't hit any loopholes and snags, and it still enables us to be able to enjoy fighting these movie villains the way that it was meant to be played. I think a ton of people would really enjoy having Garlic Jr. in the mix, because then we're able to play with those guys such as Krillin, Tien, Chaozu, and Yamcha, whereas before or currently in the game, they're just solely support characters. It would be really cool to have a developed skill tree with these guys. Out of the four, it's out of Tien and Krillin out of my favorite, but it would be really cool to be able to play with some of the other ones as well, especially with some of their moves, with Chaozu being able to freeze, the solar flare and things like that. And also, if they become playable characters, guys, I could really imagine like moves like the solar flare and stuff becoming a move that we can even use with Goku, which would be really, really cool. But the Dead Zone is good content. I feel like it really belongs in the game. And then you're adding movie villains into the game. The thing is, guys, the card battle is coming to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And I'm going to be real interested to see what types of cards we have in the game, because if we do have characters like Garlic Jr. in the game on the cards battle, people are going to really more than anything really start to question and raise eyebrows as to why are they in the cards battle and not in the main game. I think that this is a golden opportunity for Bandai Namco to incorporate the Dead Zone into the game. Like I said, they can use Toa and Mira, and we have to chase them through a time machine. That would open up the time machine so that there are no loopholes later on whenever we do BoJack with Team Gohan and things like that. And also the Broly stuff would also be beneficial as well. But this would be a really cool fight. Piccolo, of course, is already playable, so he's already, excuse me, he's already prominent in there. But having those other support characters to not only become playable in that DLC, but also playable in the main game as well, I really see that this could be a real possibility, because like I told you early on in development in some of those interviews, they did talk about paying attention to the community and seeing who we want playable. And we know that they're able to expand the skill trees. We know we're looking at like Goten and Kid Trunks and Android 18, that they do have some special stuff there. So they are able to do this. It's not something that's going to be super difficult for them to do. And I believe that adding this could add a super duper awesome in-depth layer to the game and bring a lot of people back. And also looking forward, you know, having the movie villains in the game, you're extending the life of the game, you're providing more content. It's going to lead to more sales of the DLC and the season passes and things like that. Now, how they incorporate this, I don't know. They could do they could bunch these movie villains up into when they occurred in the series. For example, with the Dead Zone, with Dr. Willow and the Tree of Might, all of that stuff can be pre-Frieza stuff. And then of course, Lord Slug and Cooler's Revenge, all of that stuff is post-Frieza. Android 13 is during the Android saga, and then of course Broly and stuff like that. It can kind of group all of that stuff together within that particular sagas that they fell upon, and that would make it really cool. So you could have 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 different movies per arc and things like that. So guys, let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. This series is gonna build the more that it goes on, guys, so be sure to tune in and pay attention to everything that's going on and being said. Tomorrow we'll talk about Dr. Willow, and then we'll do Tree of Might. And what I'm gonna do after each part within that particular saga, we'll do more or less a summary and kind of see how that shapes and molds that particular arc and how it affects the game going forward, guys. So like I said before, if you haven't subscribed, please do so now by clicking the subscribe button, turning on bell icon so you don't miss a single upload. Leave a like in the video, guys. Till next time, thanks for watching. Peace.